Hello Football Manager fanatics and welcome back to another episode of Testing Your Tactics. My name's Ross from Sore Loser and today we have a meta 4-3-2-1 formation from ZimsMula. Yeah, let's hit the intro and let's get into the episode. Now as always, with this Football Manager test, we're going to go on holiday for the season and leave our trusty assistant manager to pick the players, but making sure that the correct tactic is being used as well. The transfer window is going to be banned in the first season, and also we have no badges and no past experience as well. Now I've probably said this for the last few videos, you guys have been absolutely smashing it with the likes, subscribing and the views as well, so please keep it up. Let's get into the episode. Now a quick look of the tactic. It's been called a meta 4-2-3-1. We'll see how it compares with the other ones we have done on the channel before. Sweeper keeper on support, with a right wing back on support, two ball playing defenders, with our left back as an inverted wing back as well. A ball winning midfielder on defend, with a segundo volante on attack, both occupying the two central positions. Right hand wing, inside forward on attack, with an advanced playmaker on attack just behind a centre forward on attack. A lot of attacks, and then a winger on support for the left hand side as well. Mentality is positive, in possession, fairly wide. It's good to see that it's been kind of taken off from the middle section there. Pass into space, play out of the defence, shorter passing with a higher tempo. Low crosses, work ball into the box, run a defence, and to be more expressive as well. In transition, counter press and counter, slow the pace down and take short kicks. And then out of possession, a high press line of engagement with a high defensive line. Much more often trigger the press, prevent short goalkeeper distribution and to get stuck in as well. What else can I say? We've got three teams that we are going to test it with today. Olympique Marseille, Atletico Madrid and with AC Milan. Let's get into the test. Now we are starting with Olympique Marseille. Obviously it's going to take a lot to overthrow Paris Saint-Germain at the top of the table, but the tactic has been set with the meta 4-2-3-1. We're going to go on holiday until the end of the season, making sure that we're going to use current match tactics, and we will come back at the end of May on the 20th and we'll see how we get on. So here we are at the end of the season. We've made it through without being sacked, so 1 point already there. And let's see how we got on in Ligue 1. And we finished in second place, which is with our media prediction, but as we mentioned, beating Paris Saint-Germain isn't an easy feat. Although we've only lost 3 games all season, we've won 24 and drawn 7. Let's have a little look at the players and see kind of how they did perform. Top goals were not invited to the party up there. Average rating, no Marseille players in there either. However, Kondogbia with 10 assists, becoming second in the league there. Very nice to see. Players of the match, Aubameyang with 6 as well, as he had a good season. Not bad, 16 goals, 3 assists in 26 games, and 7 goals and 4 assists in the Champions League, so not too bad there. And if you have a look at the clean sheets, Paul Lopez with 13 in second position. Yeah, the team has performed quite well here. And if we have a look at the overview as well, so points per game, obviously we finished second, so that is going to be second. Most goals, we're third in this one with 78 in 34 matches, only 5 corner goals as well. Most shots for, we're in third position as well, 458. Fewest shots against in third, so it's quite a solid tactic this from ZimsMula. Best pass completion, we're in 7th with 88% of pass completion. Most possession, we're in 6th with this, with an average of 56% possession throughout the season. Most tackles won, not involved in that party. Most dribbles made, we are second with 626 across 34 games. Most clean sheets, we're second for that one. And fewest conceded, we are second for this one as well. Now, if we're going to have a look at the pass positions, did we get close to kind of winning the league? Well, as you can see, after a few games, we are at the top of the table there. Although we did drop down again, and looking at it, we've kind of plateaued in the top 4, coming into the top 3, and only getting into the top 2 with the last couple of games of the season. And you have a look at our schedule as well for the league. Any big wins, any big losses here? I mean, we lost our first game to Rennes, which is not a fantastic start if we're being honest. but then followed that up with 4 wins in a row, a couple of 4 goals scored in each one. Not bad. Paris Saint-Germain, we lost 3-1 to those. To be honest, it doesn't really matter. Paris Saint-Germain are who they are. But then if you can see here, we've got a massive kind of lossless streak here until we face Paris Saint-Germain again, where we lost 2-0. There's a 5-3 in there against Strasbourg, 4-0 against Rennes. So it's a very good tactic, to be fair, looking at this. It's just the losses to Paris Saint-Germain. After we lost to those 2-0, we did go on to win 6 out of our last 7 games. And the last game against Havre, we beat them 2-1 with Harit and Aubameyang getting the goals for us there. On to other competitions, we were knocked out in the Champions League in the 16th round, round of 16 to Napoli, and it's a 4-2 loss in total. In the group stage, how did we get on? We came second in a group with Inter Milan, Sevilla and Molde. We won 3, drew 1 and lost 2. We beat Sevilla, we beat Inter Milan away 2-1, and we beat Molde 6-0, 6-1. We drew 1 against Molde at 0-0, and then we lost to Sevilla and to Inter Milan as well. Aubameyang, top goal scorer in the Champions League here, and 3rd in the average rating as well. So, done quite well there with this tactic. And yeah, not too bad at all. If you have a look at our squad and how they performed, Aubameyang with 23 goals and 7 assists in 36 games. Vitinha, our kind of secondary striker, who is probably a lot better than Aubameyang, got 19 goals and 6 assists. And then Ndiaye, is he the one from Sheffield United? He is from Sheffield United. 12 goals and 6 assists for that. Right, now let's move on to the next test and see if we can beat our media prediction. Now to continue our test, we are in Italy and we have got AC Milan. Media prediction is to finish in 3rd position. Obviously we're top at the minute, but no games have been played. Will we be top at the end of the season? Let's find out. We've got the meta 4-2-3-1. Let's go on holiday. Make sure our assistant is choosing our tactics, and we will come back at the end of May and we'll see how we've got on. And again, we've made it through the season without being sacked, so this tactic's doing well already. Let's see how we got on with AC Milan. Media prediction was 3rd. Have we done any better? And it looks like we've won the Serie A title for AC Milan. It's been a couple of years since we did win it. Obviously, Napoli won it last year in real life. And 38 games played, 26 wins, 4 draws. A lot of losses in this one though with 8. And we have managed to win the league by 9 points as well, which is very good. Let's have a look at how the players did perform. Olivier Giroud, top goal scorer with 27. How's he done this season? Well, yeah, 27 and 2 assists across the campaign. 1 goal in the Champions League and 1 assist, which isn't fantastic, which makes me think we didn't do quite well in the Champions League here. We're not involved in the party of average rating. However, in assists, Rafael Lau has got 11 in the league. He's got 9 goals and 11 assists. In the Champions League, he's got 4 goals and 2 assists. So a very, very competent campaign from Rafael there. Player of the matches, we're not involved in any of the top 3. Clean sheets, Magnan has got 16 with this, 2nd most in the league. 33 goals conceded across 38 games, which is very nice indeed. 16 clean sheets, very, very nice. And yellow cards, we're not involved in there, which isn't a bad thing. Now, on the overview with stats, most points per game, obviously we won the league, so we have the most there. Most goals, we had 80 with 10 corner goals this time. So clearly AC Milan are better than Marseille when it comes to corner goals. Most shots for Milan, 536. And that's what, 55 more than Juventus in 2nd place. Fewest shots against was ourselves, which is great because we've clearly got a fantastic goal difference going forward with this. Best pass completion and most possession. We're not in the best pass completion, but in possession, we're 8th with average of 54% across the season. Most tackles won, we're not involved there. Most dribbles made, we are 2nd with 699. Most clean sheets, we're 3rd with this one, and fewest conceded, ourselves and Juventus on 33. Very, very good. In the competitions as well, we were knocked out in the round of 16 to Atletico Madrid and knocked out in the quarter-final of the Italian Cup to Lazio. How did we do? It was Man City Arsenal final. Very interesting. So semi-finals, we weren't there. Quarter-finals, who did we lose to? Atletico Madrid. They lost to Arsenal in that. And we only lost 2-1 as well. That's unfortunate. We won 1-0 away, but Madrid then beat us 2-0 at the San Siro, which, yeah, you would have thought it would have been a bit of a fortress. In the Champions League, we finished second in the group stage. 4 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. So Sturm Graz double and Porto double, which means we lost to Feyenoord and drew to them. Yeah, we lost 2-1. So some very close games here. And if we kind of look at the schedule as well, we'll remove the cup competitions and just look at the Serie A. We lost to Torino in the first game of the season, but then battered Roma 5-1. Giroud and Yacine Adli with Ruben Loftus-Cheek getting the 5th. A couple of 1-0 wins, a 1-0 loss to Salernitana. Cagliari, we beat them 5-1. Then we lost 2 in a row to Juventus and Atalanta. And yeah, it maybe hasn't worked as well. However, we've won the league with AC Milan, so we're not going to complain too much there. And if you have a look, Giroud got 28 goals and 3 assists across 43 games. Rafael Leao was second with 14 goals and 13 assists. And then Ruben Loftus-Cheek, funnily enough, with 10 goals and 5 assists. Now we've got one more test to do. Let's get on to it. Actually, one thing we didn't do was have a look at the pass positions. Now, quite interestingly, because of the few losses and the wins, it's a bit of an up and down season for AC Milan. I'm surprised we never got sacked, if we're being honest. Into 3rd place in game week 4, then we dropped down. The lowest was 10th position in game week 8, but then we slowly rose up again. But it only got to game week 21 where we actually topped the league. Was there for 4 weeks, dropped down at game 25, but then a strong finish to the season kept us in top position. Now, let's get on to the next test, which is going to be Atletico Madrid, who funnily enough knocked us out in the Champions League. So the last test is Atletico Madrid. We've got the Meta 4-2-3-1 set up here. Now the media prediction is 3rd, understandably, because it is, well, it is La Liga, and we have got Real Madrid and Barcelona to compete with. And if we go on holiday now, our assistant manager is going to use our current tactics. We'll come back at the end of May. Let's get into the last test of this one. Can we beat 3rd? Probably not, but let's see how we get on. Now we've made it through the season. We haven't been sacked, so fantastic. One of the better tactics that we have done. Now, Atletico Madrid's media prediction was 3rd. Have we done any better? Let's find out. And we've finished in 4th place. Okay, 1 point off 3rd and 6 points off 2nd with Real Madrid, but Barcelona have absolutely dominated this league here. They've only lost 2 all season. That's insane. Atletico Madrid, 24 wins, 5 draws, 9 losses. Way too many losses there. Plus 34 goal difference and 77 points on the board. Let's see how we got on. So we're not involved in the goals there. Although Vedat Meriqui, is he one of our players? No, must be our affiliate Mallorca. Average ratings, we're not involved there. Assists, we're not involved either. Player of the matches, however, Angel Correa with 7 player of the matches here. Apparently he's transfer listed for 30 million, which is a bit of a bargain there. Clean sheets, however, Jan Oblak with 19. 30 goals conceded over the whole season. Maybe it was just us scoring goals that has affected this. Yellow cards, we're not involved in that either. Let's have a look at the team overview and how we did for goals. So most goals, we finished 5th there with 66. 5 from corners. This is where it's kind of let us down. The tactic clearly is doing quite well for some teams, but for Atletico Madrid, yeah, hasn't done the business here for them. Most shots for, in 4th place here with 454. 2 shots against, we're quite solid at the back. 4th there with 292. Best pass completion, we've made it onto this list here. 88% pass completion with 6th for most possession with 56% possession. Most tackles won, not involved. Most dribbles made, 2nd in this one. 666 across the season. Most clean sheets, finished third. Fewest conceded, finished third as well. Now, with the other competitions, we were knocked out in the group stage of the Champions League. In the 4th round in the Spanish Cup and the semi-final in Real Madrid. I mean, yeah, maybe stay away from Spanish teams with this tactic here. We knocked out in the group stage. It's pretty poor to see. Where did we must have finished bottom. We finished bottom. Benfica, Newcastle, AC Milan and Madrid. Yeah, didn't even make it into any European competitions there. So it's not too good. Looking in the Spanish First Division, how do we do with our positions? Yeah, pretty mediocre this one. We must have lost our first game of the season, did we? No, we beat Villarreal 2-1, but then we drew to Real Sociedad. And as we can see, we started to rise naturally, but yeah, third, we was only there for 7 game weeks there. Bit of an up and down season this one for Atletico Madrid. So let's have a look at the schedule and see how we did get on in the league. We actually lost to Villarreal 2-1 in the first one. And to be fair, there's a bad patch down here. We lost to Barcelona, lost to Villarreal, lost to Getafe, lost to Madrid, lost to Celta Vigo. Too many losses here. We finished the season very strong, however, winning our last 7 straight. But losses to Valencia and Almeria as well. Yeah, it's not the best. Stay away, as I mentioned, for the Spanish teams. And this is it. Our goals scored just nowhere near good enough. Griezmann got 13 goals and 8 assists in 35 games. Memphis Depay, 13 goals and 6 assists in the 30 games. And then Morata with 9 and 2 in 36 games. Yeah, just not good enough. Now, my honest thoughts on this tactic. I think it's fine. I think it's a perfectly serviceable tactic. When you come into Serie A, obviously AC Milan won the league. They lost 9 games though, which is a little bit concerning. In Ligue 1 with Marseille, was never going to overtake Paris Saint-Germain. We only lost 3 games as well in that season. So if you're going to do kind of a French team, definitely a serviceable tactic there. In La Liga, maybe with a different team to Atletico Madrid, it may work a little bit better. Yeah, so one to use with caution, but yeah, it's not a bad tactic going forward. Now, I will say as well, obviously, the testing that I'm doing, there's no transfers involved. We have no player badges and no past experience. So with a little bit of hand holding, you could probably do a lot better in the Spanish league, especially. Now, if you have liked the video, please let me know down below. Hit the like button and subscribe. If you have your own tactic that you want me to test, leave it down below as well, and I'll check it out. But for now, thank you very much, and I'll see you in another video of testing your tactics. Goodbye.